All right, let's just jump right in. If you're running a business, you know the feeling. Managing all the customer conversations can feel like you're trying to tame some kind of multi-headed beast. You answer one message and bam, two more pop up somewhere else. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how to fix that using a little bit of automation.
So, does this picture sound familiar to you? You're jumping from your email to your Instagram DMs, then you're checking the little chat bubble on your website, all while trying to remember if that one really promisingly texted you or was it a phone call. It's just this constant frantic shuffle, and honestly, it's just not sustainable.
And this right here really paints the picture of the chaos, doesn't it? We're not talking about just one or two places. It's a full-blown maze. You've got emails over here, texts over there, website chats, social DMs, forms people fill out, phone calls, and every single one is living in its own little world, completely cut off from all the others. And look, this isn't just annoying, it has real-world consequences. Leads, really good leads, just fall through the cracks. Follow-ups get totally forgotten, and your team is wasting so much time just trying to play detective, figuring out who said what and where they said it. That's real money, just poof, vanishing into thin air. So what is the answer to all this digital madness? Well, the whole idea is to create one single unified hub, a central place for every single one of those interactions. Let's actually see how that works. And that is where a tool like GoHighLevel enters the chat. At its core, it's built to be this all-in-one platform. The entire goal is to stop you from having to use a dozen different tools all patched together, and instead, bring everything you need for sales and marketing under one single roof. And the direct fix for that communication maze we were talking about is this: a unified conversations inbox. Seriously, just imagine one screen where every email, every text, every Facebook message from a single customer is all woven together in one long conversation. No more hunting, no more guessing, it's all just there. Okay, so having one inbox is awesome, but the real magic, the real power, comes from what you can build on top of it. So let's get our hands dirty and actually build a simple but super powerful automated follow-up sequence. Here's our game plan. It's just 4 simple steps. First, we're going to set a trigger. That's the thing that kicks it all off. Then we'll fire off an instant text message. After that, we'll build in a little pause, and finally, we'll send a follow-up email. Simple, super effective, and the best part, it's going to be completely automatic. So let's start with that first piece, the trigger. Think of this like the starting gun for your automation. It's the if this happens, then do that part of the whole equation. Without a trigger, nothing happens automatically, which, kind of defeats the whole purpose. And for our little example here, the trigger is going to be very specific. A potential customer goes to our website and fills out the claim offer form. The very second they hit that submit button, our automation is going to spring to life. And what's the very first thing that happens? We send a text message immediately. Why? Because speed is absolutely everything when a lead is interested. We want to talk to them right away while we're still top of mind, and texting is one of the fastest ways to do that. Now, check out the personalization here. This isn't some generic, spammy text. See that little bit of code, the contact.fullname? That's a custom variable. The system automatically grabs the person's name from the form they just filled out and pops it right into the message. It feels personal, but it's 100% automated. Pretty cool, right? Okay, next up, we're going to add a wait step. Now, why would we do that? Well, because we don't want to just bombard them with messages. This little pause, this 60-minute break, makes the whole thing feel way more natural, not like some aggressive robot is attacking their phone. It just gives them a second to breathe. So after that 1-hour wait is up, this system automatically sends a follow-up email. And right there, that shows you the multi-channel power we've been talking about. We've now reached out on their phone and in their inbox, which doubles our chances of connecting, all from one automated sequence we built once. And trust me, this is just scratching the surface. You can get way, way more advanced. You can build in logic that says, if this is true, do this. If not, do something else. So for example, if a lead makes over a certain amount of money, you can send them to your top salesperson. If not, maybe they just get a nice follow-up email. It lets you get incredibly smart with your automation. So you can see the potential here is, well, it's huge. But it is so important to look at the whole picture, because with this level of power comes a very real set of challenges and, yeah, some pitfalls too. This quote from a user just nails the feeling a lot of people have when they first open up GoHighLevel's workflow builder. They are scary. They are overwhelming. There's so much flexibility that it can almost be paralyzing. And that analogy, it's perfect. Trello is simple, you get it right away. Notion can do anything, but it starts as a terrifyingly blank page that you have to build from scratch. And the actual user experience seems to be this tale of two extremes. On one side, you have people saying it's an absolute game changer, that it's replacing every other tool they have. But on the other side, you hear these constant complaints about bugs, clunky features, and help articles that haven't been updated in years. It's a platform with incredible potential, but some really frustrating problems. So what's the takeaway here? I think it really comes down to this. Go High Level gives you this incredible engine for automation. You can build almost anything you can dream up. But, and this is a big but, it is not a simple plug-and-play tool. You've got to be ready for a pretty steep learning curve and yeah, the occasional technical headache. And that really leaves us with this one big question to think about for your own business. At what point does the amazing benefit of having total control get outweighed by the sheer complexity of managing it all? Finding that tipping point for you is really the key to knowing if a platform this powerful is the right move.